you know, me being an immigrant and growing up, you know, in this country, like it shows you like the struggles, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, for
From
sure.
learning how to speak English, from you making fun because you can't even speak English right.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, just it's just the way that I felt as a person, like you know. And I have never judged anyone.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you know, that's I said it. You know, I said it
that's
like I am a proud ally. You know, I say it by heart. My kids know it too.
Yeah.
Teach my kids the same thing. You know, like I didn't need somebody to show me. It's just it came from the heart, and
That's
it's
beautiful.
the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know. And it goes back to again, music has no race, has no color,
Yeah.
has no ethnicity, nothing. Music is life, you know. It's a vibe, and that's what I bring, you know. And honestly, working with the community, I have able to like a lot of my straight friends. I'd be able to open their eyes, like getting off that you know that shell, like being homophobic, you know. I remember.
And we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're literally back because we were missing in the last podcast, which I haven't heard it yet.
I
so-
know. I want to listen.
you heard it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
On my way home, I'm going to listen to it. But I saw clips. Clip Queen over
And
here.
I'm sure our people will tell us like the feedback and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah. The feedback I've gotten has been like really good. So
good.
hopefully you guys could listen. It was good.
Yes.
Marco loved it, right, friend?
Did he? Wait. Oh, he was in the. He talked a lot in the.
There was.
Was he part of the conversation? That's what I meant.
He definitely was, and I think it was a really good conversation. I think we threw you off a little bit. You were expecting us to disagree with a lot of stuff. No, you knew what we were gonna say, but on the podcast you said, "Wow, I'm surprised." So were you lying? Whatever. He's one of
He's
my
playing his part.
guys.
He's
You
playing
don't
his-
know this, but Marco and I are like this.
Yeah, I heard
They're
they're
friends.
besties.
We are besties.
You painted those toenails,
They're
I
never
heard.
too
I-
shy.
I did. He
besties.
braided my hair the other
braided your
day.
hair.
Did he?
Yeah.
They're best friends.
Yeah.
That's just laughing like, because he knows it's not true.
No, it's not true.
I love it. Well, I'm Paulina,
I'm Tati.
I'm the bro.
and this
Lester.
right here, this right here is DJ Xtasy. He is joining
My
us
friend.
today. That is, yes. Thank you for
What
being
up?
here today.
No, thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
He's very busy. So
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, he is
we were
busy.
able to book him.
So this is a Pride Month episode, and when we were thinking about, FYI, Ecstasy is not gay, but he is an ally.
I am a proud ally.
He's
I
an
love
ally.
that.
And when we were thinking about like who to invite for this episode, we're like, who should we invite? I'm like, Ecstasy, because I feel like he's the perfect person that has been around like the gays a lot. And to a lot of people, he's like the father. You know how you have the mother, you know, like that's mother. Like he's like the father of a lot of people. And I feel like he's just such a good vibe. I don't know if you
Thank
want to
you.
introduce yourself really quick.
Well, I mean, my real name is Julio Gomez. For those of you that
I
don't
never
know me.
knew that. I thought your name
Government
was just
name.
Ecstasy.
But I mean, my DJ name is DJ Xtasy. Been doing this for a hot minute now. I mean, I've been DJing since I was 9 years old. That's when I started. But like officially DJing like at a clubs, etc. I started in 2008, 2009. Wow. And my first club was it wasn't in Boys Town, but it was at it was a night called Wild Thursdays, which was one of the most infamous.
Oh, I remember that.
18 and over LGBTQ clubs in the scene, and that's where I got my first opportunity, and then from there, it just
Okay, Ecstasy's we're gonna go into it a lot with him because I just feel like he's being humble right now. This is his first podcast with us, and I feel like it's cool because he's like one of my best friends. So.
That is really nice.
I love that.
But we're gonna go into affirmations first, and then you can tell us more about you.
Okay, sure.
Who wants to go
Who wants
first?
to go first?
I love it.
I'll go first. We'll start here. So for me this week, I think my affirmation is protect yourself.
Ooh.
Protect yourself. So it was so crazy because like I hear about motherhood a lot, right? And like I know what it is, obviously, but I feel like somebody that like we all know really well kind of was going through it this week, and I was like, oh my God, like I feel like for me, like self-protection is so is so necessary when it comes to just like preparing, like, or preparing, when it comes to like protecting yourself. And I know sometimes like outside forces, like, and I'm super spiritual in that sense, right? I'm spiritual with like God, and I'm spiritual with universe and my ancestors. Like I'm just like tapped into all that. And I think it's like so important. I've always been such an advocate for like meditation, advocate for like making sure, like, I don't know, like you brush the haters off, whatever that may be in your own way. And I even got my bracelets on. I'm like, hold on, excuse me. I just like stay protected. And like, I know like I think like there was a mutual friend at the show here, and she's just like went through it. I feel like the last past couple days, and I just felt, and
I know. I think Nestor and I
Who are you
really
talking about?
lost.
well, not you guys, obviously.
Well, no, but I think you're gonna have to tell us on the side.
Oh yeah,
That's
I will.
fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will. Yeah,
'cause
it's not my story to share, but I will
But
just
I'm
say
glad
like,
she's on it.
Yeah.
no. I just want to say like that reminded me to like freshen up on that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pray for my friends, pray for myself, my daughter, stay protected. Like I said, we can't control outside forces, whatever, wherever it's coming from, whoever is sending mal de ojo, if that's even the case, I don't know. It could just be a series of bad luck. I don't know, when things are happening right one after another.
Yeah.
But it's just such a reminder of like, just pray for your people, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you should always be protected in
Stay
every single way.
Yeah.
But
Like Trojans, like stay protected.
but yeah, definitely. But I feel like for me, that's why maybe it's kind of contrary to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that's why for me, I'm not too open to a lot of things that are like spiritual, because I feel like that's when you start getting hurt by those things. Like a lot of people that I know believe in like Santeria, and they believe in like astrology, and believe in this and that. And so for me, like, not to compare any of that to each other, but I don't believe that for me, because I don't want that to affect me. I do believe in God, and I believe that as long as I believe in God,
Yeah.
I'm protected by whoever's trying to come against me, you know? And I feel like that's why it always comes back to the intention. Like, if your intention is bad and to hurt other people, then that intention is going to come back to you. So I feel like
I
if
agree.
your intention is always to bring, and I think I talked about, I think I'll go into my affirmation, but mine is kindness is how did I say it? Kindness is a way of life. It's not just a one-time thing, you know. So I feel like for me, it goes back to that where you're saying, my intention is always to try to like bring like conversation and bring kindness to the world, you know. That's how I am. But
I love
yeah, that's
it.
my affirmation.
Bring kindness. I love it.
I love that. I agree with that too. I'm kind of similar, where I'm like, like I have like the mal de ojo like bracelet and that, but ultimately my source of faith and everything is around God. So I agree with you on that. Mine is your energy goes where your brain goes. So I think it's more about like the way you think navigates how you act and how you make decisions in life and what you say and what you do. And it's like all reflective of what's going on up here. So it's kind of like making sure you're protecting yourself, right? And like being kind and all of that, but like making sure you have it here in order for it to exude through your body and be shown in your everyday life. So yeah, your energy goes where your brain goes.
I like
mine.
it. DJ Xtasy.
I agree.
Oh my God.
Just something that something that you live by. It could be a word like we were talking about earlier.
I mean, the way I've been living my life is learning from failure.
Okay.
I
That's
guess
a
if
good
you,
one.
I mean, I feel like if you don't fail,
I like that.
you don't succeed. You know, you need that to keep going forward. You know,
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of us are afraid to fail, but obviously it's a good thing to fail because that's when you know what you need to do to be better or to make things. I don't know. That's just how I.
No, I like
live
that
my life.
because a lot of times we want to just be winners. We're winning and win, and sometimes your win doesn't look like a win.
100%.
But if you have the right perspective and you look at that fail, like that's gonna be my win. But you have to have the perspective.
Of course.
So
and
I
once you
agree
do
with
that, once you lose, that will show you how much you really want it, and then you go for it even better.
Yeah.
That's mine.
I agree.
I agree too.
Oof, I'm sweating, guys. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine.
Don't be sweating. It's not about you right now. Are
You're
you
good.
ready?
You're good.
Oh, okay. What's
I
up?
love it. So
Talk
go
to
ahead,
me, guys.
Nestor. Yes.
I mean, we could all ask questions.
I know, but kick it off for
what
us.
What are the main? What are the? Okay, so a little bit of how I met Ecstasy.
Okay.
I remember using my fake ID.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean he didn't know that, so it wasn't on him.
Illegal.
But using my fake
wasn't
ID
me.
to go to, I remember Wild Thursdays, and I remember Wild Thursdays. I remember Dragon Lady. I think Dragon Lady,
Yeah.
I was already like 19, but these are some of like the first spaces that I seen Ecstasy. And where we're at now,
was way back.
Yeah,
Yes.
where we're at now isn't where we were at there, you know.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that I think is beautiful about Ecstasy is like how one, he's not gay, but how he's able to be part of spaces that help create like being fun, being you. You know, and that's crazy to be able to create that space, knowing that he's not even gay. You know what I'm saying? He's not even gay, and he's
Yeah.
providing like just like a good space. Like I remember being such a young little twink, you know, and like going to these events and looking forward to them, and to just begin to like explore a big part of who I was and who I am now. You know what I mean? And so yeah, do you remember those times?
I mean, I don't remember seeing you there.
See,
but I
he doesn't
do-
remember me.
But,
Good
I mean,
answer.
listen, I'm old. Okay, I'm really old. But also, I mean,
What's old?
I'm 37.
Ah.
Oh my God.
But
Please.
listen,
I was like 17, 18 years old. Like
Yeah.
when I remember first meeting him.
yeah. Well, I mean, Wild Thursdays, I wasn't there. I mean, it was one of the first spots that I did. I wasn't there for that long. For whatever reason it was, you know, I was let go. But I do remember your Dragon Lady Lounge though. I did not know you were underage. But yeah, that
I was
one of-
19 when I went
That
there.
was one of the very first spots that I started DJing before working in Boys Town. Well, actually, I was already working in Boys Town, but not fully. I think I was just doing. I started doing Thursday nights.
Yeah.
At Hydrate. But yeah. Yeah. Wow. It's been a long time. It's
Yeah.
like 12 years now.
It's been a long time. No, how old am I? 33 minus. Yeah, it's been a long time.
So how did you like get into the space where you kind of like built up from what it seems like it from what Nestor's saying through his experience, he's kind of felt like you've cultivated a safe space for LGBTQ plus.
Well-
How did that come about for you?
Funny story is this. Technically, I was when I started my DJ when I decided to actually start DJing at clubs, because I was already doing. I mean, I've been DJing since I was 9 years old. You know, my brothers were DJs, but they were just doing like birthday parties,
Oh, I
etc.
didn't know this.
And that's what caught my attention. And then I would buy mixtapes, see the playlist, go to the flea market, buy the artists of each song or whatever, and literally recreate the mix, because I didn't know how to mix. I didn't know how to do none of that worked. That's how I learned how to DJ. So when I wanted to be a DJ at a club, because once I was growing up, I was like, man, I want to be there. I want to be in the DJ booth. I want to create that atmosphere. It wasn't easy. I got turned down all the time. And it goes back to what I was saying about you need to fail to succeed. And I kept going and nothing. Then I started hanging out with one of the DJs from Wild Thursdays. He goes by the name of DJ Dinamico, and he's been a DJ for years. He was DJing at the radio. He was doing big clubs, and then he was doing Wild Thursdays, which he's also straight. And then he was transitioning into moving to another venue. And that's when the opportunity came about Thursdays. One of the promoters, he used to work at the college that I was going to, and that's how I knew about the night.
Yeah.
So obviously that's when I got my chance, and did the best that I could. But technically, I wanted to DJ like in these big clubs in the city, but they wouldn't really pay attention to me. I would give them mixtapes, or CDs, whatever. I wouldn't get a word back. Then the LGBT community, they welcomed me with open arms, and they, again, I started with Wild Thursdays, got let go. I met another promoter, Alex Madness, and I started doing Juicy Fridays, which was
These
that-
names are.
Right? I want to
You
go
know.
to Juicy
Yay,
Fridays.
We're gay.
it was
We're
and
gay.
that one was actually one of the biggest lesbian nights.
Oh,
Oh,
lesbian.
So-
Juicy Friday was
Yeah.
juicy.
Okay.
And then from there, you know, that's how I got introduced to Boys Town in Hydra. Hydra was the first club that I worked with. I was there with them for 10 years. That club pretty much opened up every other door that I have right now. All those residencies, all those connections that I have started within that place. And honestly, like, I love music. In my opinion, music doesn't have a race, doesn't have
Amen.
nothing. It's just what you vibe with. And it's very funny because, and some people don't know this, but some of these bars or clubs that are outside of the neighborhood, they don't want to book me because I work at a gay club and they think that the music is not the same. And I'm like, bro, it's the same thing.
It is.
But can I say something
Yeah.
about that? Like, I love the fact that that you were welcome into like this community that now is such an impact all over the world. Like, at one point, I feel like we were like the underdogs, and now I feel like
100%.
we're leading culture all over the world. And I feel like,
100%.
and he's being humble right now, but I now I see there's a lot of when a door closes, more doors open, and life has a way of turning things
Yeah.
around.
Yep.
And I know people personally, big DJs that have reached out to us about working with him and going into Boys Town, and you literally see like. I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to see like that turnaround. And he's really humble. Like, a lot of people are even going further. I see a lot of people reaching out to him, trying to replicate what he's done in Boys Town in some of these street places. And so
yeah.
I feel like that's awesome.
I agree with you 100%. I've seen it in other bars outside
Hell
the
yeah,
neighborhood.
get that brag, boy.
You
We're
know,
waiting for that. Flex.
But yeah, no, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, the way I see it is, you know, Chicago's a big city.
Yeah.
We could all eat from it. It's just, you know, that's just the way that I think. And like you said, like, I love giving people opportunities because I never got that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would I be like the other? So pretty much, as growing up, I met some of the best DJs with great personalities, with the worst personalities. So when as growing up, I was like, I like how he DJs, but I don't want to be that type of person.
Yeah.
I like how he DJs. I want to do that, or you know, because we're living in a world where social media can either make you or break you. That's why, like you said, I'd rather be humble.
That's crazy.
Keep myself neutral. Do not get involved with any politics or stuff like that, you know, or drama. Like, I just, you know, I think that's the best way to like stay. I mean, not relevant, but like stay like in a safe zone, I guess you could say.
No, yeah, it's a way to stay like clear in like what your purpose is. And I feel
100%.
like you just saying that kind of like really like confirm like other things within myself, like saying like, you know, that you want to do that, but you know you don't want to be that kind of person. Like,
Yeah.
especially like when like in entertainment, like and like where there's like competition, like there's a lot of DJs that are trying to get into these places, that are trying to do what you're doing, and so it's so hard to stay like pure and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so man, that's crazy that
I mean, it
you're
is.
speaking to me. You're like affirmation after affirmation.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much that's, you know, what I've been doing. Blessed to say I've been doing it for more than 10 years. So,
Yeah.
and again, going back to like, I love what I do, and it shows when I'm in the DJ booth. Like, and that's my safe space to like, you know, give a little bit of what I could bring to everybody else, you know? And that's the main focus. One of the things, and it's funny because a lot of DJs that I know, they've done other podcasts, and they say this quote that I posted on Facebook years ago. And this is what I do every time that I DJ. I always go as, this is my last time DJing, so I have to give it my all.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's just how I've been living my DJ career for years. Like,
You're like, I'm gonna give my all.
well, of course, because at the end of the day, like, everybody wants to, you know, there's a lot of competition out there. And, I know I'm replaceable 100%. I always keep that in my mind. And that's the reason
No,
why.
you're not. No, just kidding.
No, trust me, I'm replaceable. I am replaceable, but you're going to have to work your ass off to,
Oh, I love that.
and that's just how I see it, I've seen DJs that, were starting and now, they're out there and, I feel happy about it because it's like see those people like grow from like, getting out of the comfort zone and then just doing big things, and that's pretty much,
So, go ahead. 'Cause-
Well, I have like two random questions, thoughts, but I'll ask the first one. I'll ask the other one later.
Okay.
I feel like a big part of DJing is like really understanding the crowd and understanding the people you're
100%.
serving.
Yes.
So I have a question and I want your honest answer on this. So a lot of DJs I know like have stickers on their laptops that's like no song requests, like none of that. Or there's DJs that are like, if you want a song request, it's $100 a request. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I mean, DJs are not jukeboxes.
That's a really random and good
No,
question.
be-
Good question.
No.
Good question because it happens a lot.
a lot.
Of
like,
course.
yeah.
I mean,
So-
again, we're living in a new era where,
Yeah,
trying to,
yeah.
like,
How
yeah.
was it? How was it?
Like Bad Bunny, please.
yeah, when I'm just gonna be honest with you, when they come to me to the booth, they ask me, "Do you take requests?" I take suggestions,
Okay, that's fair.
and then.
I'm not mad at that.
And
I'm not
then,
mad at that.
No, I'm not telling them yes,
that's
and
a
I'm not
kind
telling
way.
them no.
That's
No,
a kind
but
way of
that's fair.
saying it.
Because
That's
at the
a
end
kind
of the
way
day,
of saying
I still want to be respectful.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know some of them that are very like flat out like no, or like they don't even come near me, and I feel like that's the reason why, I have a people that support me because I don't when you come to me to the DJ booth, I don't act like I'm
Like,
better than
what are you doing here?
No, I just hey, what's up? You know what you need, whatever. Yeah, I say I take suggestions.
Okay.
Once they tell me what they want, if I know that it's gonna work, I got
Yeah,
you.
you
I'm like-
evaluate
And
it.
then
I'm like, I
he's
got
like,
you.
no.
And honestly, 9 out of 10, I make it work.
Yeah.
And when if I know it's not gonna work, I'm just being honest. Like, listen, not gonna
Like,
work.
that's not the night. Like, for example, if
it's
it's like,
my DJ
if
career
it's
or your
Juicy
song.
Friday and it's
Right.
all like shaking ass, and I'm like, can you play Ordinary People by John Legend? It's like,
Yeah, exactly. But no. I mean, yes, DJs are not jukeboxes. I do support that. But again, I can only speak for myself.
yeah, yeah.
And again, that's just how I take it. And honestly, again, 9 out of 10, I make it work. And 9 out of 10, they give me good tips. There's this guy at Charlie's that he only likes 2 songs, and he sells because I put on the screens I do video mixing. Sorry, and I put my Zelle and my Cash App and whatever. He always sells me. I'm not gonna say how much, but he generously sells me a good tip
For those 2 songs?
for those 2 songs.
Dang.
Wow.
Really good. And I'm like, I got you. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much.
How does video mixing work? I'm so random. I always see it. Like, how does that work?
It's not hard.
I don't know what that means.
I
like they play the music
Yeah,
video.
the music videos and they're mixing
when
it.
The transit. I always, I'm like,
it's
how
pretty
does
much
that
a
work?
software. Obviously,
like,
Oh.
it's a
No.
software that I mean we're all DJs use. It's called Serato. It's a plugin that you have to pay extra. And obviously, I downloaded the music videos legally. I pay for a membership, so I get the videos and
Oh,
yeah,
so
pretty
the
much.
song aligns with the video. So when
So
you
it's the actual music. It's the actual music video already. So
That's
it's
cool.
And just connect the HDMI to whatever they have at the bar,
Nice.
and that's it.
okay, I always wondered. That was I'll ask my other question later.
You mentioned when you sat down and Nestor, I think you were like, you should have said like, oh, you're not gay. And you're like, I'm a proud ally. I felt like, I don't know, goosebumps when I heard that because I'm going to be very honest. I don't hear a lot of Latino men say that. Straight Latino
True.
men. I don't hear that often. Maybe more now than before, for sure. But it's not something I hear commonly, right? And I felt like, I don't know. Like, I felt like that was really dope of you to say, right?
And the funny thing is, I didn't even learn that from my family. And I'm Mexican, so I come from a very old school family. This just comes in for me growing up as a child. When I was, I think, 3rd grade or 4th grade, there wasn't a specific kid that he would always get picked on. Me, I decided to be his friend. And even when I invited him to my house, even one of my siblings was like, is your friend kind of like, and I'm like, I don't know, and I'm not going to ask him. He's just my friend,
I love that.
And again, me being an immigrant and growing up, in this country, like it shows you like the struggles,
Yes.
Yeah, for
from
sure.
learning how to speak English, from you
Yeah.
making fun because you can't even speak English right. And honestly, it's just the way that I felt as a person, like, and I have never judged anyone.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I said it, I said it like I am a proud ally, I say it by heart. My kids know it too.
Yeah.
Teach my kids the same thing, like I didn't need somebody to show me. It's just it came from the heart, and
That's
it's
beautiful.
the right thing to do,
Yeah.
And it goes back to, again, music has no race, has no color,
Yeah.
has no ethnicity, nothing. Music is life, it's a vibe, and that's what I bring, and honestly, working with the community, I have able to like a lot of my straight friends I'd be able to open their eyes, like getting off that shell, like being homophobic,
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends from high school, like he did send something homophobic through DM, and I stopped talking to him. He recently just came to visit to apologize because he noticed that
Wow.
I didn't take that joke,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I didn't take it as a joke, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, we literally we're all the same,
When you called yourself an ally, my mind kind of went where Paulina did, but it also went like, how would you define what it means to be an ally in your eyes? What does that mean?
I love you and support you for who you are. I am nobody to judge anyone, and I see you as for who you are, point blank. I don't say, oh, that's my gay friend. No, that's my friend.
Period.
You know,
That's actually so fucking powerful.
and it is, and and that's the thing. Like, again, me growing up, where at school seeing classmates bullying somebody because they were acting different. My family, which I love my family, but like even make jokes about it, and it didn't sit right with me. And then started hearing stories, and and then not only that, but once I started working within the community, which is the community that literally gave me the opportunity to be who I am now, full-time DJ. It's my bread and butter. I'm grateful that I have done so many like events with them. It opened a lot of doors, not just like within the community, but like doing corporate events for companies. It just opened so many doors. That's my thank you, because there's no way how I can thank them for letting this person that, like you said, I'm a heterosexual, I'm straight. Yeah. All I asked was for a chance, and once they gave me that chance, I took it in, and the rest is history. And then again, and that's the love that I have from them is unconditional.
I was like, you got emotional, Nexter. I'm kind of like curious. Like, what do you feel, or how do you feel when you
It's because
hear this?
I feel like he embodies like everything he's saying. Like it's true. Like, and he's taught me how to be kind when like people have been mean. And so I think like, sometimes that's all we need. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's kind of like, it's just a good cycle to start, and it's a good cycle to break and a good cycle to start to being kind the way he has. My thing was gonna be, I wanted to know, how do you explain that to your kids? Like, I know you said that you like talk to them kind of, but like, how does that look for? Because even like I don't know how to explain it all the time. My little niece the other day, because she knew that I was talking to somebody, she's like, "Wait a second, Theo." She tells me, she's such a little girl, woman, but she's like, "Are you gay?"
Oh my God.
You know what gay means, right? And I'm like,
What?
"Yeah." She's like, "Gay." She's like, "Gay means boys like boys and girls like girls." And I'm like, "Well, you got that down, But I didn't want to go into like, girl, I'm bisexual,
Yeah.
But it was good for her to know that. But it's like, I wouldn't know how to approach her with that whole conversation. I mean, like you said, people love each other and they can love who they love. But how does it look with you? Like,
well, I mean, you just said it yourself. I mean, we're living in a new era where they're teaching young kids that, because obviously it's more open now than before. Even though there's still homophobic, just like there's still racism, but we're slowly making improvements within those in the school system and stuff like that. me, I have always told my kids, like, love, it's universal, it's what you feel in here, Um, my kids know, well, the oldest one, the little one, he knows I'm a DJ, but he's not really, but the older one, he knows, that most of my DJ gigs are in gay bars, and he knows how much I support that community because, I work with them. But also, like, it goes back to, like, showing them I'm the example. Like I was saying earlier, I had the opposite example growing up.
Yeah.
I could go that route, and
Yeah.
keep it going. But I decided to just break that and be like, that's not how it is. Everybody's different. So that's the best that I can do as a father is show them, like, the way how love really works, which is universal. And a boy can love a boy, a girl can love a girl. As long as they're happy, they respect each other. That's all that matters. And I always tell them, like, we are nobody to judge anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of him. I get so many compliments from him at school because he's a very kind person, very respectful person.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be like me sometimes. But yeah, that's again,
Yeah.
it starts from me.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
being an ally comes with like its own challenges. Like
Oh,
I know
100%.
that you got that backlash at your baby shower from a lot of people.
I had drag queens at my baby shower.
Yeah,
I
we
had
had
a
she had
performance.
Selena at her.
Oh, that was so
did.
Selena
cool.
Sola and
I
Flicky.
did.
She had
It was
Flicky.
very on brand for me,
Yeah,
but
it was
it
great.
was, and it wasn't like this like outraged backlash, but you could just tell some
Yeah.
people's energy shifted and like the vibe changed, and it was family and friends, and it just makes you really question, like, is this the hill you're dying on? At my little baby shower, my little drag
Yeah.
queen show, you know what I mean? It shows you a lot about somebody.
Oh, 100%. And you know what? You made a good point. When you do something like that in a complete opposite environment, people will show the true colors at that moment. 100%.
See, something that happened at her thing, and we had we all had a different approach to it because Havia one specific person that like just his demeanor and the way he was, you know how it is.
Machismo. Oh, you know.
Machismo, right? And so my thing is like, we're Pride Month or whatever, but like you want to like just be as proud as possible, if that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, pride is all year around.
But
Had to be proud of
just
yourself.
period. Highlighting it. We had like a different way of the way we should approach that situation, because my thing is like, I at times like want to just do what people do to me, which I shouldn't, but it's a thought that goes through my head. So my thing is like, with being an ally comes the challenges.
Well, I
What-
mean, I just gave you one.
how do you-
My high school friend,
I'm saying now with your family, how do you deal with, or have you gotten that from your family? Be like, you work at a gay,
they don't say anything.
no?
I mean, pays my bills,
yeah,
pays my car note,
yeah,
takes care of my kids, get to buy my shoes,
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
and I'm not doing an illegal job.
yeah.
So
So
they
you-
know. I mean, I gave my parents they're already old, and they don't judge me. But you know how I had your photographer doing the photo shoot
Yeah,
for when I was then doing the Pride event.
Yeah.
Oh, I print those pictures. I gave it to my family. Very proud, like
love it.
me DJing at Pride Fest. You know
Yes.
that, and I mean,
So
honestly,
you don't have that in your friend circle? Like, that's good.
no, I don't. I
that's-
mean, it's because
you don't tolerate it.
I don't tolerate him. That's why. So, like I said, I give you the example of one of my high school friends. Where he made that comment, and I didn't like it, and I didn't respond. I didn't have to respond back. I wasn't going to waste my time. But again, he literally just came to visit me a few weeks ago, and this conversation happened more than a year ago. He came to apologize. And to me, that was a big step.
Yeah.
And then he's like, bro, I did not know how famous you were here. Because I guess he went to a Cubs game and they're like, oh yeah, my friend works here. He's like, oh yeah, there's this badass DJ, Xtasy. He's like, oh, that's my friend.
Yeah.
And then he just started this whole conversation and it's just like, it's funny. But I'm saying like, I just don't tolerate it,
Yeah.
And I don't need the energy. I don't.
I don't,
I don't need
be
to
like
waste.
that. I want to be like
Well,
that.
you could. That's why I'm always on you. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, if
Yes.
we
He's
worried,
my fucking father.
this is the thing. If we worried a lot about that or trying to get back at people, we're not making any improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Why when people in the industry have stabbed me in the back or said they never got anything back from me, I don't say nothing back. Cool.
Yeah, and
I
I
just move on.
think you have to evaluate the situation and think, where do you want to really give your energy? Like, who do you want to
Exactly.
give your energy to? Like when you're faced with confrontation or you're faced with disagreements or you're faced with just straight bullshit, you know?
My payback is through music.
There you go. Yeah, and I think you decide, like, in what situation are you willing, okay, I'm going to hear you out, but then
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like
Yeah,
continue
no.
with it, or when do you decide like, okay, I'm actually gonna put my best foot forward
Yeah.
and like
I definitely
challenge
agree
you.
with that because there's always like different ways to like handling things.
Yeah.
Like
There is.
there's the peaceful way or there's like the
It's
I'm
not
gonna
about
tell
just
you what
being
it
the
is.
peaceful way. It's just remember, you're not gonna get anything back at it. Maybe you're gonna have some enjoyment at the moment, but you're pretty much lowering yourself to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not what you're supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to
Yeah.
move forward. You know, and at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna like you.
Yeah.
You know, and I learned that the hard way. One of my biggest concerns in life was making everybody like me. But that's
Oof.
something that's not gonna work.
Oh nope.
You know,
No.
so you know, I learned it the hard way. But
Yeah.
you know, that's just how it is.
That's
Like,
real though.
you know,
I have a question. It's like a genuine question. So obviously June is the specific month for like Pride Month. But like what makes it June? Like what happened in
Oh,
June?
I don't know. But I think there is something
Like you know what
behind
I'm
it.
saying? Like why June?
Good question.
Can somebody
Do you
Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it has to do with Stonewall
Yeah.
Oh,
because of the march
okay.
when they were, you know, fighting for the rights.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming.
Well, if anybody watching
I would
knows,
be-
And
put it in
honestly,
the comments
this
because I
question
genuinely
literally
I
want
would
to
be
know.
lying to tell you, yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely
I'm
want to
about to
know.
Google it right now. real
At this
quick.
point, I
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
like they just pick a month.
Yeah, I'm
Everyone
genuinely
thinks-
curious. Like, what is it about June? Like,
I think the gays just want like a summer month.
Yeah.
As
they
they
were
should.
the kick of the summer the right way.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
right way.
I
The gay
love
way.
it. Happy Pride, am I right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so what's next for DJ Xtasy?
Yes.
Well, I like to say that.
What's
You
next?
are now in the mix with DJ
What's
X.
next after this? I'm gonna take a nap.
Yes, I love
Literally.
that.
No,
Because the Sunday Funday was too hard.
well, I mean, I had a long day yesterday. 3 events.
We don't blame you. We
in
don't
one
blame
day.
you.
You know, but I'm grateful. You know,
course.
happy.
Yeah.
You know, what's next? I mean, one of the most successful parties that I've done is Flow Thursdays at
Yeah.
Progress. It's been running for 6 years, which was a party that I never in my life thought it would work, but it did. But I want to start making more events.
Yeah.
My goal, hopefully, is owning my own business.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know, I feel like opening up my own, I don't know, bar and grill.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
You know,
What would you call it?
good question.
Ecstasy.
The-
I don't know.
XQC. I don't know.
X cuisine.
Yes.
Yo, hold on. Trademark that right now,
Branding
because
101.
somebody is gonna hear it, and they're after this episode, they're gonna take it.
That's
Trademark it.
awesome. So you do have goals to, and like aspire
Yeah.
to.
You do have
No,
goals.
no, that came out fucked up. That's not what I meant.
Wow.
So you do have goals.
I'm
This whole time,
sweating.
I did not think you
Don't
had
do my
goals.
friend like that, Polly.
But I'm so happy you told me you have goals. That came out completely wrong. You know what? In your head, you
No,
say
I
something.
know. It was just
say
funny.
something in your
I'm
head.
messing with you. It was so
Hey,
funny.
it happens to me all the time. I didn't even gonna say
No,
anything.
it's like my head works quicker. No, my mouth and my head. Whatever.
Yeah, your mouth speaks before your brain processes.
Literally, I meant to say like
We all do.
those
We do
are
that.
your
Yeah,
goals.
yeah.
And it
No.
came out. So you got goals. Okay.
Yes.
So, do you see yourself though still DJing, still being in the scene?
I'm surprised I'm still in the scene at the age that
Oh my
I am.
God, stop it.
But I guess what has made me still be in the scene is because I've seen DJs, good DJs that don't keep moving with what's going on.
Right, right.
And I've told a lot of my DJ friends, they're like, especially the ones that ask me like, how can I be like you, have a full-time DJ job? I'm like, you need to be diverse is the key
Yes.
to everything.
Yeah.
because being diverse is what's keeping me busy. You know.
Yeah, I literally told another DJ, I'm not gonna say their name, but I'm like, you need to hang around with Ecstasy because I don't want you to be like him, but I want you to see like the relevancy that he has behind his craft. You know, that's all I can say.
Well, you know, the
Stay
thing is,
relevant.
I mean, it's not about being relevant. It's just being diverse.
Yeah, same. I think.
It's the key to it. I also do private events, so that's another. I also going up with my own business,
Yeah.
weddings and stuff like that. That's people are always gonna have parties,
Yeah.
For
You know.
sure.
Are you
So-
Chilango?
of course.
Okay, so he's Chilango. So he probably has a
For
lot
those
of
who don't know, I'm from Mexico City. That's what he meant.
capitalino for those that
Del
are
DF, yes.
want to be very specific. It's a Mexican thing, but I feel like I do see him DJing for a long time, and I feel like there's examples in Mexico of like DJs that have been DJing for like 40 years, 30 years. Yeah. So I feel like
As long as you guys still keep supporting me,
Yeah,
we're
of
gonna keep
course.
going.
Period.
yes.
You know, and
Always.
it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not easy. But I love it. Never in my life ever thought that something that I love doing, it's what pays my bills.
Yes.
So pretty much like, this is why when somebody texts me on a Monday, hey, what are we doing tonight? Sleeping, because I need my rest.
I need to be DJ Ecstasy on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, I do need my rest, but
Yes.
yeah, I'm 100% grateful. Like,
How do you balance like a full working DJ gig and being a father?
well, not having a day job.
Okay.
Not having a
That's
thing.
truth.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I mean, by the time I go to work, they'll be sleeping.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that's
know.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So
That's actually a really sweet deal. You get to spend like the day with your kids, even the mornings if you really like have to.
Yeah, you only get a
thank
few
you.
hours of
Yeah,
sleep.
he's like, not want to sleep. But then you go to
I love
work.
yous.
You go to work and it's like
I love you after
evening,
1 p.m.
right, after 1 p.m. And then that's awesome. You're
Yeah.
sleeping. You're
Yeah.
not missing much.
no, not much.
good.
That's a sweet schedule. I might DJ now.
Yes.
DJ Polly.
I mean,
Polly.
You want
DJ
I might get a
DJ
part-time
Polly.
job. I might DJ.
DJ P Mommy. I don't know.
Right?
I'm like,
Yes.
Y'all hiring or? I'm just kidding.
what's up?
I'll give you
Internship?
your first guest spot at Project. bro.
Internship?
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
good. You see?
Like, pull up
There
your
you go.
playlist. What do you listen to? Let's see how we can mix it up.
I honestly have the weirdest playlist ever.
I think we all
Sexy
do.
Red's on there.
Not
I
me.
know.
I have a really good playlist.
Sexy Red. I got her. I'm so random. So I looked up Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. I don't know why I was in the mood for that. And then I played Medusa today. Anuel. I played that one. That song.
Medusa.
I have an old school reggaeton like playlist for Puerto Rican Parade.
Hell
I listened
yeah.
to that on the way there.
Hell yeah.
Get it sexy, Sexy Red. It's
I
my
knew it.
birthday, Sexy Red.
I knew Sexy Red.
the artist.
I knew it. That's your theme for
And
the
then
year.
bow,
That's Sexy
bow,
Red.
bow.
Wow, that booty made.
Oh, and then Take Me in Your Arms, Little Susie. I was gonna
Okay,
freestyle
little
that.
freestyle.
Susie.
Love
And then
that.
Peso Pluma. I'm telling you guys, I make no sense.
It's good.
No,
I mean,
that's good. That's how
You're
my Spotify
booked.
playlist
You're
is.
Yeah, I was
booked.
about to say that's
You're
open
booked,
format,
Paulina.
girl. You got it all.
I'm booked. I'm hired.
We literally just talking about being diverse with music.
There
Yeah.
you
You
go.
don't, and
Yeah.
like you don't need to be. You can be playing the hottest, the most current music. That doesn't make you a real DJ, in
No,
my opinion.
no, yeah.
I always tell DJs like learn your history. When I say learn your history, don't forget about Chicago house, freestyle, 90s R&B, 90s hip hop.
Oh, period.
That's
period,
me.
Period,
That's
period,
all.
And
period,
this is
period.
and this goes back
All of
to
it.
when I create the atmosphere at the club.
Yeah.
You're listening to Sexy Red, right?
Yeah.
And then boom, what's it called? Laffy Taffy goes in.
Yeah,
you know.
uh-huh.
Dum,
You know,
Oh, I
like
love
you,
that.
you know, you got to take them back. You
I
know,
love
because
that.
music is universal, and
Yeah.
you got to keep moving. You know, at Replay, I do Freestyle Fridays, which is a night dedicated to
Ooh.
freestyle, new
Dope.
wave,
I love freestyle.
Chicago house, and then of course 90s, 80s music, some disco.
Yeah,
you know?
I love when DJs could keep me on my toes, where I'm like, oh, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
you know,
it.
I love that. No, yeah, absolutely. Like you killed it, and I think that's awesome. How like earlier, how you said like you put people on like in these different settings. So like, one of my good friends, DJ Josie, right? So like you and him together did our podcast party,
Yep.
and through that connection, you were able to book him for a gig.
100%.
So I think just seeing your networking and just how you truly, like what Nestor said, what you say matches your actions, how you are looking out for other people,
100%.
not just yourself. So
And
kudos.
it's funny because him and I have been friends on Instagram for a while, and I was so embarrassed because when I hit him up, I went to like, oh my God, he had already asked me for a guest spot. I'm like, oh my God. The thing is this, I get so many DMs
Yeah.
and I try to keep up and give opportunities. And honestly, if it wasn't for your event, I don't think, it wouldn't happen.
That's what we do on Never Too Shy. We bring people together.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I told him, I'm like, I'm bringing him to progress. I'm like,
Yeah, he's dope.
I was sitting down and I was just vibing and I was like, yep, this is what I need. And yeah, man, big shout out to Josie, man. He killed it. He killed it.
Yeah.
You move so
I
gracefully.
gave him a good
You
welcome.
move so gracefully.
I gave him a good welcome that
I
night.
love it.
Yeah, we heard.
That's
So-
why he's the father.
I
Father.
love
He's
that.
the father.
Father.
What is your Instagram or where people
Yeah.
can like hit you up, follow you?
Instagram at DJ Xtasy 1. So it's DJ XTASY, the number 1. That's also the same thing for my Facebook, Twitter or X, whatever that's called. Just at DJ Xtasy without the number 1. Yeah, pretty much. That's all my social. That's what I have.
I love it.
Follow him.
Follow
Yeah.
him.
Weddings,
favorite
quinceañeras,
DJ.
Baptism.
Yes,
we do
I
them
said it.
all.
Oh, I got a baptism coming up. Okay.
Right?
There you
I
go.
know. I'm going all out for this
got a
one.
birthday.
I wasn't, but I am.
And we
in my
doing-
backyard, but we're
and
going
we,
out.
and we're doing
It's
a
a
drag
nice
show
backyard,
too.
girl.
Yeah, I got the taco guy. Yeah, I got everybody.
We're doing a
And
drag
we're
show.
doing a drag show.
We're doing a drag show again. That's
Drag
right.
show at the baby shower.
I
Yep.
know. Now with the baptism.
I mean, that's what I meant. We start. What you got?
We did it all.
Y'all got
Every
me.
party, drag queen. I love
Every
it.
party, drag queen.
Well, thank
Make
you
it
so
more
much.
uncomfortable.
I mean, not gonna want
No.
to. I don't want to speak for my friend Nestor, but my friend Nestor has something to say. It gives us great sadness. Truthfully, it's really loud back there. It gives us a great sadness to say this, but also we say it with a lot of excitement because we're really excited for you and your future and like what's to come. And there's a lot going on for you, and I want you to share with the world what you're up to and kind of how today is significant for you.
Yeah. So basically, I don't want to say goodbye,
Right.
but
no.
goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I want to say more like see you later. I have a couple projects that I'm going to be working on
Yes.
specifically in the summer and then going into September and October. So that means that it's going to take a lot of my time. So I won't be here with Never Too Shy.
No.
But Never Too Shy is always going to be... Never Too Shy is always going to be part of my process, you know?
Aw.
Right?
Yeah, so
This is
so
so
I got
okay.
you. I got you rainbow cupcakes for your last episode being the Pride episode. So it's
Yeah.
only right to celebrate you and everything you've brought to the podcast.
Yes.
They're so
And-
colorful.
But I feel like it makes sense for you to have colorful cupcakes, not because you're vibe sexual, just because
Yeah.
I feel like you do always try to bring
Yeah.
light in situations,
Yeah.
bring color to dark situations. So
Yes.
we love you. These
Yeah,
are for
thank
you.
you. Thank you. And for those watching, I wish nothing but the best for my co-hosts. And I'm
That's
sure you
us.
guys are gonna kill it. You guys are gonna keep killing it. And I'm here. I'm your friend. I'm always down to come back and be a guest. But yes, I'm gonna be working on a couple projects. And so thank you guys again. I love you guys.
love you.
Thank you, Paulina, for the opportunity.
Always.
Marco for thinking of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You too for growing me.
Growing you?
growing me.
Growing me.
I'm like, what am I, a mother? Growing you?
growing me. But thank you guys. And thank you for everybody that listens. That's the number one thing. We do this because we want to create spaces where conversation is taking place.
Yes.
Whether it looks good or bad, we're going to talk about it. And
Yeah.
so we're never going to be never too shy, right?
Period.
So
Well,
thank you guys.
yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for all you've done for the podcast,
course.
and thanks for being a part of it, and for bringing light into all of our lives and our listeners too. So thank you. We're gonna miss you, but come back anytime.
Yeah, of
You know
course.
where we're at. You know where we
Yeah.
stay. You
know
know
the
these colorful
vibes.
walls.
Deuce, I
Love
love
the
it.
vibes. Love it. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of the experience. And like I said, Nestor, it's not goodbye. It's we'll see you
See
later.
you later.
So make sure to follow him and stay connected with all that he has going on
Yeah.
this summer because Nestor about to be busy.
Right. And thank you, Xtasy, for coming.
No, no,
today.
thank you
Xtasy,
for the
thank
invite. I
you.
appreciate it, guys.
This is not about me. It's about you today.
No,
about
It's about
both
all
of
of
you.
us. All
Yes.
of us.
Oh, okay,
I
all of
love
us.
it.
Okay. I like that.
Love
All of us.
it.
No, thank you for the invite. Sorry if I was nervous.
No,
No, you
killed
weren't.
it. You killed it.
You
I'm-
did
You
this.
spoke from the heart.
I'm not
You
used
were
to
very
being on the
genuine.
microphone.
No, come on. He's
Okay.
so natural. We're always having this argument.
Go
Right.
support him at his events, y'all.
Please.
Like, go hit him up, find him, follow him. and support.
Also, you're gonna see a lot of me and Xtasy working together.
Yep.
So
Ooh.
that's one of the projects. Okay.
Yes,
I love
slay.
Some in the works. Yeah, so be ready for that.
We're so
Yay.
excited.
Working
Well,
with your besties. Go ahead.
oh, that's cute.
Love that.
Well, thank
Working
you
with your
guys. And
bestie.
follow at Never Too Shy as well. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.